How many wrestlers trying to get to the board, but they keep getting boxed out? Look like I'm dropping 100, they call me Benjamin Chamberlain, you getting locked down. I made a list I can drop down. Next to the talent they put on the shoulders. I've really been the man these people can't afford. Feeling the stand of shit, I'm kinda low. It's the man of what you get exposed. Shout out to Target, the lyrical monster. I'm bringing this one back, I had it in the hole. Even if I'm tracking down a different road, I'm always gonna show that I wrestle before. Whoop that man, whoop that man, yeah, whoop that man, yeah, whoop that man, right, whoop that man. J-Will, press a flow, press a low, press a flow, I knew what a person I would be.
Before I say anything, I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm not gonna be sugarcoating it. Fuck the kayfabe. Because this isn't about King Ben versus Kenny Knox. No. This is Benjamin James Kingsley talking to Kenneth Christian Knox. So, I'm gonna begin. Kenny, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I've heard your little promo, and that's a good speech. Great speech. I like that. But here's one thing you really didn't realize. That all this time, I've always been hating you. And that dates back to this Valhalla last year. When I became the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, guess who was the only person that became the troll, quote unquote, in that match? You were. Because when I got squashed by Void, all you do is to make a mockery of me. Ever since then, every time I make an appearance, you make fun of me. Every time I do this, I do that, you make fun of me. And you always make a joke out of me. And you saying that I was jealous for the title, I was never jealous for the title. I wanted the title, yes. But I've always planned it. When you said you want to go for the United States Championship to face Max Hamilton and become U.S. champ, I said, you know what? I'm going to be in there too. I chose to be in there, not because I said it was the right time, but I said, you know what? This is an opportunity to make sure I kill two birds with one stone. And that was exactly what you did. Because you know what happened after that? You definitely, and I'm going to be very grateful, you won it. Congratulations. But who was the person who pinned to become the champion? I was the person who got pinned. Because I knew everybody else was there. I didn't want to fight JC, but I had no choice. And you know what I did? I waited. I played the waiting game. Which is why if you look back from our match that time for the #1 contendership, I barely did shit. It wasn't until I was the last ever person to become your last ever opponent to take down to become U.S. champ. And that's exactly what happened. The apocalypse before supremacy. You not only made fun of me, but you also beat me. So that I can let you win. To get that spot at supremacy so I can make you know how it feels to be at the top card. To make you feel like as if you could do wonders of the world because of your little IED bullshit. Let me tell you something. All this time was all planned. You thought you were fighting me, but you were playing your role. Every move you made, every choice you thought was yours, I wrote it. This wasn't a rivalry, this was a story. And I'm the author. As a matter of fact, if you prefer chess, I never needed you to win. I just needed you to move. Because you don't realize this yet. Because You've never disrupted my plan. My plan was calm and calculated. I didn't go crazy. I didn't do this. I was acting. This is what you call an acting stage, because I needed to make sure that when I lost to you before Supremacy and we took that little tiny break, I made sure to take all my time to go through every single church known to mankind, the best churches, the best Catholic, the best Christian, the best Seventh-day Adventist, the best, Jehovah's Witness, so that I could find the right priest or preacher to pray on your damn downfall in my hands. You think I hated you because I lost you? No, because I studied you. I studied you. I learned your patterns. And now I understand something you don't. You were never my enemy. Because all you were my instrument. So Kenny Knox, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. At Supremacy, all this shit that you think about, I've planned it. And this entire rivalry is already ended. They already knew how it ends. They already knew because I said my secret, which means you try something new. All it does is to try to make yourself have a little tiny side quest just for you to go back to the main story. And then it'll end with a spoiler. Me, King Ben, holding the United States Championship over your head. While you lay on your body. While you lay on your back and you witness true greatness. This, like what Paul Simon says, this is not a prediction, this is a spoiler. And as what Pop Smoke will say, I've did some wrong, but I'm always right.
Rest